Am I a hypocrite? This is what I was asking myself the other day. Let me tell you what happened. My daughter wasn't feeling very well. She was feeling a little bit sick, and I said to her, I'm going out to meet some friends, but on the way back, I'll buy you some orange juice. And that's what I did. I went out with my friends for dinner. On the way home, I stopped at the grocery store to buy the orange juice. Now, I went straight to the juice aisle and chose the orange juice that I wanted to get. Then I thought to myself, well, maybe I should get the juice from the refrigerated section so that it's cold when I get it home. So I put the juice back and I started to walk towards the refrigerated section. Now on the way to the refrigerated section, I passed the meat counter. And at the meat counter, I thought to myself, ooh, I should probably get some chicken liver for the dog. So I stopped and ordered the chicken liver. Then I thought to myself, well, if I'm gonna get chicken liver, I might as well get some beef for dinner for tomorrow night. And so I got the beef. So as they were handing me the beef, I thought to myself, beef, maybe we should do beef tacos. So then I thought to myself, well, if we're gonna do beef tacos, then I also need to get cheese and some sour cream. So I head over to the refrigerated section. I pick up the cheese and I grab the sour cream, and then I thought to myself, if we have sour cream, usually we put sriracha into the sour cream to put into the tacos. So I thought, well, we ran out of sriracha. I'm gonna need to get some. So at that moment, I head back to the sauce aisle to find the sriracha. And as I go to grab the sriracha, I get a text from my son. He's saying, hey, where are you? Are you almost home? So I reply saying, oh, I'm still at the grocery store. I'm gonna be leaving in a couple minutes. We'll see you soon. And I put my phone away and I head to the till. So I go ahead and I pay for my groceries. I get all the way home and I walk through the front door and it hits me like a ton of bricks. I forgot the orange juice. It was the one thing that I went to get, and it's the one thing that I forgot to buy. I felt like such an idiot. So then, a couple of days later, my son went to go get groceries. Now my kids are already teenagers, so they're taking on some, larger roles in the house now. And he does most of the grocery shopping. So he had a list and he went off to the grocery store to get groceries. Now at the top of the list was garbage bags, because the garbage bags were completely finished, and I even bolded it and put kind of stars next to the word. So he goes to get the groceries, he comes home, starts putting everything away, and I'm kind of looking at what's there, and I said, hey, did you get the garbage bags? And he's like, oh no, I forgot. And I was like, how could you forget? I put it right at the top of the list. That's the reason that we make the list, is so that you can follow along there and what you need to get. How could you do that? How could you forget? And as I was saying the words, it hit me. Am I being a hypocrite? Yes, I am. That was totally hypocritical. I had done the exact same thing days before. And now I was reprimanding him for not getting what he intended to get. So I kind of laughed and I said, oh, geez, that's really hypocritical, isn't it? I did the same thing a couple of days ago. Since we started doing self-directed learning with our kids, if you don't know what that is, you can watch this video or this video. But I started to really become really hyper aware of myself and my actions, and it really made me want to be more intentional as a parent. I started to see situations where I was being very hypocritical, but I wasn't even recognizing it. So some examples might be commenting or judging on your child's screen time, but not really looking at my own. Or possibly watching a series of Netflix shows, but then judging or criticizing my children for doing the same thing. Or possibly going back multiple times to the fridge to just get one more piece of chocolate, but not being okay when your child does the same thing. I've found that owning up to my own hypocrisy has been really important. I think it shows our children that we are aware and can acknowledge when we've done something hypocritical, that we can admit to it, and that we can hopefully learn from it. You know, and maybe I will do that again. But I think it's this acknowledgement, this understanding, and this respect for each other that really develops this strong relationship. I also like to think about, how would I want to be treated in that situation? You know, can we acknowledge what happened, have a good laugh, and learn from it? Or is somebody walking away feeling judged or reprimanded? On a side note, if you find this story, you know, funny, kind of ridiculous, and you have small children, there's a great book called If You Give a Pig a Pancake. It's Kiana and I's, my daughter and I's, one of our favorite books, and we actually quote from it quite regularly because it's a good depiction of how we can move through things and how one thing can lead to the next and to the next in this very distracting world that we live in. So if this story was entertaining for you and possibly a bit helpful, and you'd like to hear more stories of this kind on our journey towards intentional parenting, please subscribe below and click the little bell for notifications so you know when the next video is released. That's it for today. Thanks, everybody. I'm Janine from Remindful Life. Till next time.